Guys, this is another thing that they'll do to diminish you as a man. They'll say, oh, who hurt you? Oh, you didn't grow up with your daddy? Oh, are you a mama's boy? Oh, you got feminine energy. Oh, you acting like a woman. Oh, you're toxic. Oh, you're a manipulator. Oh, you're a narcissist. Oh, you're insecure. Oh, you need to get in touch with your masculine side. Oh, you claim to be an alpha male, but you're a beta. Oh. So they will say all of these things to diminish you as a man so that way they feel like they're getting the one up on you. This is a form of manipulation. It's a form of control. And it's a form of get away from her.
I love playing psychological mind games with men at the gym. So basically I will ask them to work in on whatever piece of equipment they're using, and then I will very intentionally add weight to that and then take notice as to whether or not they will drop the weight back down when they go, or they'll use the heavier weight that I used. So for example, if someone's doing cable rows at 100 pounds, I will work in, do a set at 120, and then see, are they going to keep the weight at 120 or are they going to drop the weight back down? So an example, like something that happened to me a few weeks ago, was I asked this guy to work in with him on the pull-up machine, and he was just doing body weight pull-ups. And I came over, I did a set with 15 additional pounds, and then lo and behold, what do you think he did on his next set? He used an additional dumbbell. So it's probably one of my favorite things. Just, I love emasculating men, I'm not even gonna lie.
A man cares what a woman says. A man can say something and a woman can say something, but it hurt 10 times more when that woman says it. A woman can tell you something and break you down. A woman can tell you something that put chills on you.
Okay, I'm driving home from work and I just need to talk because I really have nobody to talk to and I'm really just not doing well. My whole life, I really just have felt like kind of never really anybody's favorite person, favorite friend, really anything like that. And it's really starting to weigh on me a lot, where I just feel like I don't know, like I just am so alone and I'm just really struggling. And I guess I'm just saying this, so if you feel this way, just know you're not alone, and this life is hard, and you're in this with somebody else who feels like this. So have a good night, everybody.
Intentions of meeting somebody, and they just looked so sad that there was nobody there in the demographic of girls. It was so wide. Like, you really had all ethnicities, you had all levels of attractiveness, all body types, shapes, sizes. Like, it was a wide variety of women, and all of them, every single one was saying this. Like, if it's just like one type of woman that's coming out saying like, oh, no, it's not worth it, then I kind of like, write that off a little, because I don't really know what she's looking for. But every single one, you telling me every single woman that comes out there, no matter what she looks like, she is coming out there saying, there is nobody in there, don't go inside. The men are not lonely enough. They are not lonely enough. Like, they want to sit inside and just...
All right, so I don't know what it is with TikTok lately, but I've been seeing a influx of all these videos hitting my timeline of singles event, men not showing up, and where are the men at the singles event? They're not coming. They not coming. Now, this video was back in Valentine's Day. I just saw it because it popped up on my feed. And I said, I'm going to just use this video as a case study on, on why men are just not coming. Now, she stated in the video that the men that was at the event was unattractive. Some short, some were fat, some were bald. But I guess, just your average guy that you see on the street was at the event. I don't know why they went. I guess they didn't really get the memo. But pretty much, it was just your average guy at the event. There was, I guess, no 6'5" Adonises walking around that they all thought was going to show up. But ladies, y'all can't be this clueless. Y'all can't be this dense. Y'all can't be this, naive. Attractive men who can get women, men who got access to buns are not showing up to no singles event. Even if it is easy access to buns. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, why? Now, I'm not claiming I'm the most attractive dude out there. I ain't claiming I'm, no Michael B. Jordan. But I ain't ugly neither. I'm 6'5". You know what I mean? I've never in my life went to a singles event when I was single. I've never heard any of my friends say, hey, let's go to a singles event. Like, for what? When all you gotta do is just go to the club, swipe on Tinder, Black, POS, whatever it is. The buns is out there for the men who can get it. And I promise you, they're not gonna be at no singles event. And then it's like, y'all all love to say the same shit. There was just so many beautiful women out there. I see so many ladies. I promise you, what y'all think is beautiful, men don't. When I step out my house, I see average women. There may be once in a blue, I may see an exceptionally fine woman. And exceptionally fine. Like, we are all average. Most Americans are average. And the men that you see, the men that are in your space, that's your pool.
We just got to the festival and we're leaving. It's not good? No. Totally.
Are these the bad? The fine women that was at the event? Can't be. Now, if you ask me, those women were average. And to be honest, a little below the average, if you ask me. And I guarantee you those same women was in the club like, there ain't no fine men in here. There ain't no fine. And then y'all always ask the same thing. Why there ain't no men? When y'all really mean, why there ain't no 6 foot fine in here? They not gonna show up. Most men, the average man knows, and he's self-aware that the average woman is not gonna find him attractive. So the men that really, you know what I mean, don't get women and who those events should be catering to or like targeting, they're not gonna show up because they know the women are gonna go there with this inflated ego and this inflated beauty in their head, thinking that they're something that they're really not, and believe that they're above their peers. So why would any average man want to show up to an event where the women are just gonna look down on them?
When you like a guy, do you make any effort to impress him, or do you just show up?
Yeah, everyone makes an effort to impress someone they like.
So like, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone and I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll like put my makeup on, do my hair better than normal, than just like an average day.
But isn't the man also expected to look and act his best?
Yeah.
So why do so many women think that looking your best is going above and beyond when it's actually just the bare minimum?
Yeah, that's a good question, honestly.
Hair,
nails,
clothes,
outfits,
shoes.
Okay, but isn't the man also expected to look his best?
Yes.
So then isn't he matching you in terms of...
He should, or I'm not going to want him.
I think that he should try just as much as we do.
Okay, why do so many women think looking your best is going above and beyond when it's really just the bare minimum?
The thing is, it's not the bare minimum. Because if it was the bare minimum, I would be walking out, like, I would just be getting dressed, I wouldn't wash my face. He's right.
Well, no, not that, but I'm talking...
He's right.
Can you explain what you're talking about?
No. Wait, what do you mean by he's right?
Like, I don't know, guys are just kind of like,
well,
like
the
you
guys,
know how girls go all out, but guys are just...
No, that's not what he was saying, though. He was saying guys do the... Wait, what were you saying?
When you like a guy, do you make any effort to impress him, or do you just show up?
Just depends on the guy and how much I like him.
Okay. Well, if you really like a guy, what kind of effort do you make to impress him?
I pretty much try not to be obnoxious or loud. Probably respectful.
Okay. But isn't the man also kind of expected to be respectful and not obnoxious and not loud?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that really making an effort to impress somebody, or is that just kind of what's just expected?
That's definitely making a...
Like that's going above and beyond, or is that kind of just the basic expectation of what you should expect from somebody when you go out with them?
The basic expectation.
Okay, so what would be going above and beyond then?
Going above and beyond would... Ooh, I don't think I've ever done that.
And if you look at how modern women treat men, then you'll understand that dating app usage among men under 30 has dropped right around, let's say 15-20%. Because the way that you're treating men can't, you're too good for a man. And the man is saying, well, time for me to get off this app. And a lot of times they don't say it. They're like, oh, I'm getting off the app. They're just telling you, hey, I'm out. They don't make some big announcement like modern women like, well, why didn't you tell me? I did. I told you I was leaving. Well, you didn't give me a hug. You didn't give me a kiss. You didn't tell me you was leaving. I know. I don't have to. I'm not going to. I told you I was leaving. You didn't think that I was serious.
Like, that's the biggest issue right now, is that like men are afraid of being labeled misogynist or insecure. That like the moment a woman like pulls that out of her bag, he like backs down.
Hold
right?
on.
That's like
not the M word.
Right. That's like
the M word.
It's like kryptonite to them. It's like they really don't want to stand their ground because they're afraid of like being viewed as like this person.
I just gotta ask, why do men who are in relationships project the image that they're single? Well, that's because I wanted you to close your options. That don't mean I wanted to close mine. You are only for me, but you are only an option to me because he wants to still field offers while holding on to you. Maybe I'm projecting my singleness because I want to see if I can find something better. But in the meanwhile, just in case I don't, here I have you in purgatory. This man is holding on to you, being committed in private, but single in public. Where the they do that at? When you go to his social media pages, don't nobody even know this man is in a relationship. Know why? Because he still want that attention. And most probably, he is still messing around. He ain't gave up his player ways, because if he project that he's in a relationship in public, then now that is a signal to all the people that he is messing with and misleading who to come talk to. As soon as I post you, woman to woman, you talk to Jamal. I'm saying a man that is only committed in private is not the man for you. Listen, the man for you gonna be proud to say he's in a relationship. And if this man ain't proud of that, don't be proud to be in a relationship with a that hides the fact that he's in love. In 2024, the most dangerous man is a man that'll be committed to you in private, but project singleness in public.
The DIYer, the I can do this on my own, the I'm all by myself. No one's there for me. I have to be there for everyone. She doesn't allow support from anyone. She won't ask for help from anyone. She's skeptical of everything. That's the self-aware Barbie.
And I don't mean to get political, but have you ever seen a man and a woman break up and you're like, he was such a catch. Like, what is she gonna do without him? Oh my gosh, he is so much better off without her. Never.
And this is exactly what's wrong with dating nowadays. Majority of women believe that no woman can do no wrong. Majority of women believe that us men are just a waste of time. This is why she would say, have you ever seen a man and a woman break up, and the man, when you say to yourself, the man is better off without her? He is. There are a lot of men who better off without the woman they're dealing with. The woman who's emotionally draining, who's financially draining, who adds no value to the relationship. Men who break up with them women, men who break up with a woman who cheated on him, men who break up with a woman who had a baby on him by another man, is better off without that woman. But in a lot of women's eyes, women can do no wrong. Because almost every time a relationship ends, they always ask, what did the man do wrong? If the woman cheated, what did the man do to make the woman cheat? In these women's eyes, women can never do any wrong.
We are now living in a world where women are objectifying men, which is crazy because women have been complaining for years about men objectifying them. And it's like your solution is to do the same thing back? What is that teaching them? I just saw a TikTok a couple days ago of this poor man who wore sweatpants to an airport, like you do, and there was a woman filming him. In what world is that okay? And the comment section was filled with women being like, let's see the gray sweats, let's see it, let's see what's there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's the line of mutual respect? How can you ask for respect from them if you're not willing to do the same? How does that make sense to you? It just makes me feel so ashamed that there are women out there that have so little respect for men, because then it makes the rest of us look bad. If I ever in my life make a man feel uncomfortable, that says everything about me and my character, and I would never, ever stand for that. You can't make this up, dude.
And once again, you have a lot of men out here talking about dating burnout. They're experiencing dating burnout. They don't want to be on the apps anymore. They don't want to take women out to eat anymore. They don't really, honestly and truly want to have anything to do with women anymore. I mean, you got a lot of women talking about this is how you talk to a man. This is how you speak to a man. I don't care if I emasculate a man. And then you wonder why men don't want to be involved with you. Is it any kind of, is it a surprise? Are we serious? You're not a pleasant person to be around. That's just a fact of the matter.
I love when a man asks me what I'm doing and I say I'm on the game and they get like, I know you be on the game like that. Baby, I'm playing you.
Oh my God, let a girl tell me that, bro. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be so hurt.
So I saw this on somebody's page and I figured I would give my 2 cents on it and debunk this whole right here. If women are happy single, that's fine. But to say you're happier than men is Captain America. First of all, women have this habit of proclaiming things out loud, right? And from my experience in life, when you proclaim things out loud, you're lying to yourself. You know, you're trying to convince yourself of something. That's why every time a woman gets a car or an apartment or a house, she got to say it out loud. I got my own car. I got my own house. So it's called being an adult. Studies reveal women are actually happier being single than men. What studies? Well, the study when you asked the woman and she said, yes, I'm happy. The difference between men and women is when you ask a man, he's going to tell you the truth. He's going to be honest about it. A woman is going to lie. So when you add those numbers up, it does appear that women are happier. But they're not. Knock it off. Also, how old are these women, you're asking? Of course, a woman in her 20s and 30s, you know, she might be happy. She's out here living it up, doing her own thing. Wait till she get in them late 30s and 40s. Miserable in bed by herself, shaking. While all her friends is married and she home miserable. Y'all really think women have more fun single than men? No, I don't even gotta say it out loud. Y'all really think, I want you to sit down and think for a minute, that a single woman is happier than a single man? You think men running around saying, I want to get married, I can't wait to settle down. A man could be a bachelor for the rest of his life. When a man gets old, he dates younger women. When a woman gets old, she dates who she could get. Most of the time, she got to pay for that. And in the words of the great George Costanza,
it's not a lie if you believe it.
And to the girl who made the video about Shura, thank you. I literally knew it was a reason why I loved her.
If you don't know the context, apparently she like hit her husband or whatever, or has a few DUIs. I don't know the full situation, but this comment specifically, I think Shira hits James and cheats. I love her so much. There is a demographic of people that you have got to avoid. And I don't mean a racial demographic, but I'm telling you, these aggressive, hostile people for no reason. Because I'm telling you, I don't know how y'all get into these situations with these people, but like they're not hiding it. And it's like, I know they still get attention too. So it's like, y'all be getting in situations with these people where they're like, oh, I hit men. Oh, she hit a man and cheated on him. Oh, good. And then wonder why that person's a bad partner. Okay. Like I remember people misconstrued my take where I'm said dating like a misandrist is cool. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. That's completely way too far. That's an extremist and just an overall horrible person and at the very least an enabler. But it's like I'm telling you about, like these people clearly they're not saying it behind closed doors. Like y'all gotta lock in. Okay, and you know what's funny? I can't help but point this out. This is the kind of post I stitch, you know, and I'm like, oh, like this is wrong. And then I get like the hating women allegations. Because obviously not all women are like this, but it's like when we acknowledge that women like this exist, can we not acknowledge that these are like bad things that are being said? Like I will never understand why me stitching videos like this is such a problem for some people.
Here's my thing. So a lot of these men, at least the ones that I've come across, you know, some of them, they just want to delegate tasks and make you feel like, hey, you have to do this because I'm the man. However, they're not, I'm sure we've all come across men like that, right? But they're not giving us a reason to submit. So of course, now I have to put my masculine energy. If you're not giving me a reason to submit, then you're gonna get upset that I'm not feminine.
Okay, let me stop you right there, okay? I walk to you. You're being masculine in your masculine energy. Is it okay for me to twitch my hips and flip my hair like Becky? Would it be okay with you if your man did that? No. Would you be okay? Would you be comfortable with it?
No, yeah, no.
You wouldn't, okay. So the fact that you're being masculine, I can't be feminine,
You can be feminine.
No, I'm saying, were you okay with it? You just said no, ma'am. Gotcha. So let me tell you something, baby. There's nothing you can do that's gonna make me act like a. But there should be nothing that I do that makes you act like a dog. I can't stand when women talk about this masculine energy, and I have to tap into my. To be totally honest, if y'all was men, y'all be the weakest in the world. Can't help us push the couch up the floor. Can't beat nobody. Why are y'all trying to be? Y'all suck at being. Hush. Go cook me some grits and some shrimp and be happy, man, while I pay these bills. Or you can go back to the apartments.
Even trying to tell you guys at this point. It's just the fact that I've learned something, and I owe it to myself as a real one to each one teach one. And I've made it so affordable that, you know, it's $20, and I can show you exactly how you can make $20,000, $30,000 per month. You ain't got to take off your clothes. You ain't got to do OnlyFans. You ain't got to subject yourself to BS or whatever. But you can make real money on social media to the point where your children can run it and give them all the money if that's the case. You dig what I'm saying? Just DM the word content. The course is just $20, or you can book a one-on-one call with me where I teach you directly or whatever. It's a little more of a here nor there, but you can get everything you need for $20. DM # content. I don't know what else to tell you guys, man. Unless you just love that job that you hate, and you want to work 40 hours a week for $40,000 for 40 years to retire broke, this is life-changing information. And if not, hey, keep doing it. I'm not trying to sell you, but it's here for you. That other way.
You know, a lot of us men, we gonna end up alone. It's because so many of us, we so selfish, we so self-centered, and we don't care about nobody except ourselves. We treat the good women that has come into our lives like dirt. We run them through the mud, and then we expect for them same women to continue to love us, be by our side, and take care of us when we get older. We make children out here. A lot of men, they will make children out here, don't see about them, don't help take care of them. They'll just neglect them all their lives, and then once they get old and can't do anything by themselves, they expect for them same children to stop doing what they doing to come see about them. And it doesn't work like that. I know many men, elderly men that's in my family and that's outside of my family, they end up alone by themselves. It's because they only thought about themselves. And when you only think about yourselves, you better believe it. Once you get older, the tables are going to turn, and the very same people that you used, and you only thought about yourself all of that time, ain't nobody going to be there by your side. You have the opportunity, a lot of us be having the opportunity to settle down, to be with somebody, but we choose to be 40, 50, sometimes even in our 60s, and we still have that playboy attitude to where we need to sleep with multiple women, we need to creep around, we need to be in other women's DM, so on and so forth. And my message is only this today. Do not wait until it's too late to where you sick. You got cancer, you got high blood pressure, diabetes, you didn't have a stroke, and you can't do anything for yourself to then decide to where I'm going to have a conscience, and then I'm going to need the people to look out for me and care for me when I'm in a state when it's entirely too late. Start doing right by people. If you find you a good woman and that woman got your back and she's down for you, your best bet is to do right by that woman, do right by your kids, and do right by the people that's around you. So when you do get old, you don't have to worry about everybody turning their backs on you and you alone. Now, if alone is not such a big problem for you, then kudos to you. But if you are going to concern yourself with that when you get older, start doing right by people.
Now, I probably just smack the shit out you didn't work.
Hello. Respect is very important in a relationship on both sides, but it's even more important when the woman respects the man in order for the relationship to last long term. If that woman had more respect for you, she would have never did that. Not only did she do that, she also recorded it. So it's something that if you do in private, it's already bad. But on top of it, she recorded it and sat there and edited the video and then posted it. The level of disrespect just kept going up. In that moment, and I'm not condoning this, but in that moment, if you slapped the out of her, I think people would have been okay with it. Any woman that's comfortable with doing something like that to you, she's comfortable with doing a lot more things that are worse than that.
And we can even go back to 2023, where I think you had somewhere around, let's do 2018, where you had men, about 23% of men that were voluntarily single. It's like, hey, I don't want to be involved in dating. And then you fast forward to 2023, that 23% goes to 31% of men are saying, I don't want to be involved in this anymore. I'm telling you. And you're only getting these statistics because people are asking, because people are reporting. Modern women get on here and they'll say whatever it is that they're thinking, but men won't say anything. It'll just show up in action. Period. End of story.
If you have to pressure a man to open up, you're not getting access to his heart. What you're actually doing is pushing him further away, and that's not what you want. Women have to understand that a lot of men learned early on in life that whatever they give access to their heart, that thing ends up shaping their entire existence. Their decisions, their discipline, their peace, all of that gets shaped by who or what they give access to their heart. So they guard it. Here's what many people, especially women, misunderstand. Guarding isn't fear, it's discernment. A guarded man isn't slow because he doesn't feel. He's slow because he feels deeply. And that's why pressure doesn't work on him. The more you push him to open up faster, the more he retreats. Because pressure tells him one thing only: his space isn't safe yet. Pressure is not going to work because those men don't need noise to feel seen. He doesn't respond to urgency. He responds to consistency. He's not going to respond to demands. He's going to respond to stability.
That first date, second date, third date, go on a walk. Don't spend any money at all. If she runs, she's there for the funds. A woman who likes you, she doesn't really care what you do. Y'all could go have a little outing, sitting down somewhere. Y'all could be walking somewhere. It doesn't even have to be a nice view. It could just be a park. If she likes you, she's just trying to spend time with you, my boy. It doesn't matter what you spend. Because a woman who's a real woman, you can't even impress if you take her to the fanciest restaurant in the first place. So she's impressed with who you are.
Good man, but he's not your type.
In certain spaces in your life, you cannot bring that type with you. If you see that all other characteristics and behaviors are good, why does the type even matter? You can learn to love this person in other spaces outside of what you see as far as physicalities. If you're talking about a type because maybe your type has a certain type of demeanor, or maybe your type looks a certain type of way, what is going to matter when you start facing conflict? The way they look. When you start going through communication barriers, the way they look, that's not going to matter. Majority of people who have probably married or entered into healthy relationships, they weren't worried about a type. When they got to a certain space, they were worried about what it is that you can actually bring into my life.
No host, and I don't want to attack women, but women have lowered the value of a dating because they go on a date with anybody. Y'all, they go on dates and go lemon drop crazy with it. You know, she ain't about to text back tomorrow, you know? So it's like they lower the value of the date and then tell you it's bare minimum. Yeah, it's bare minimum because you made it that way. Dating is really, honestly, dating is not bare minimum, but it is. But dating is for somebody to get to know each other, not because you wanted something to do today.
All right, brother got a point. Women have lowered the value of dating because they date any and everybody a lot of the times because guys are not going on dates. So they going, Tiffany at Dash admitted, we talked about on the channel, going on dates for food, just for food. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember I was talking to a girl, she said, I went on a date with a guy and, you know, I think it was on the second, third day, and he slammed on the table and demanded sex. Stop dating guys that y'all not attracted to because people understand, the word is out. Because y'all put the word out. Y'all with a guy on the first day, y'all go straight to his house on the first time if you find him attractive enough. So I don't understand. I understand why women date because they're bored, because, you know, for food and to fill time. So they got to stop doing that because that's a dangerous game to play.
Ladies, these are 5 things you shouldn't ask for in a relationship. Number 1 is time. Never ask a man to spend time with you. He should know that automatically that you want to be around you. When a man is really into you, you don't have to ask him to spend time with you. That's going to be on top of his head automatically, like, yo, I want to spend time with you. He's going to be reaching out constantly, missing you, want to be with you. If you got to be pressuring a man to spend time with you, to come hang out with you, be with you, he's not the one. A man who's really about you, going to be all about you. You're going to know that. Number 2, loyalty. Never beg or ask a man to be loyal to you. That's something you should be doing naturally. A man who wants you, not gonna have eyes for no other woman but you. He's not gonna focus on no other woman. He's not gonna have no excuses saying that you was stressed, you was depressed, you was drunk. Trust me, when a man is all about you, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna know it. He only got eyes for you and you alone. Number 3, you shouldn't be asking your man for help, right? A man shouldn't see you struggling and watch you struggle. You shouldn't have to ask him and come help me or help me with this, help me with that. No man should watch their woman struggle. So if you have to ask your man for help in areas that he sees you struggling, trust me, he's not the one for you. Get rid of that man fast. Number 4, you shouldn't have to ask your man for pleasure, for intimate time. You shouldn't have to ask your man or beg your man for intimate time. Like, as a man, naturally, it's in our nature, naturally, that we're always on goal. If you notice that your man not in the mood, you're constantly not in the mood, like you have to be the one initiating the pleasure, trust me, get rid of him. I don't care what a man is going through, how stressed he is, what's going on. You shouldn't have to be constantly begging a man for intimacy. If you have to do that, that means he's not really into you. He's probably here cheating, and it's time to get rid of him. So do it fast. Number 5, last but not least, and this one is super crazy. You shouldn't have to ask a man or beg a man to get himself together. A man should naturally know that, yo, I want to be independent. I want to get myself together. I want to get my life together. So if you have to be asking your man or telling him, yo, you got to be on it. Go get a job. Go clean up after yourself. Go take a bath. Go work out. Stay motivated. If you got to constantly be on top of your man like a mom, trust me, get rid of him. You're not looking for a son. You don't want a man to raise. You're not looking to raise a man. A man should come ready and prepared to make your life better so y'all could just grow together as one. Not a son that you have to babysit all the time and tell him what to do, go get a job. No, cut that out. We're not doing that for 2025. If a man is not in a position to take care of himself, he shouldn't be in a relationship because that's really selfish of him. It's like he come in a relationship and want you to take care of him. That's ridiculous. As a man, it's your job to take care of the lady and lead. And how are you going to lead if you can't lead your own self?
And you know, a lot of these modern women, with the way they speak about men, the things that they say, oh, he's afraid of commitment. I mean, no, I'm afraid of emptying my wallet. The average cost of dinner now is like hundreds of dollars. Not scared of commitment. I'm tired of paying too much. I'm tired. I don't think you guys hear that. I'm tired of being judged on, oh, you spent $250? Well, my girlfriend down the street, she got a man to pay $300. That's the going rate now. It's not the going rate for you. I actually overpaid, and you should be grateful.
Truly understand why a lot of women are single. Y'all gotta check this out.
Yo, so a current man that I'm dating reached out to me and was like, he needed to talk to me about something that's been bothering him. So he said that he enjoyed dating me, but he does not enjoy the fact that I come to every date late. Now, honestly and truthfully, I do come to every date late on purpose because I'm a lady. And I feel as though a man should be there waiting on me. You need to be waiting on me. You need to be anticipating if I'm coming or not. And it's like extremely late. I'll probably be like 15 minutes late. But it's the anticipation of me walking in, right? You need to have a table together and all this other kind of stuff. By the time I get there, I just need to walk in there. You don't want to watch me walk? You ain't trying to see me walk? I'm trying to show you what I'm working with. And you worried about me being late. So I told him that I'm sorry that he feels that way. And that I'll do better with my time management skills. Y'all, I'm gonna come even later now. Just because you complain.
Yeah. You can't make this up, people. You cannot make this up.
Now, let me just say, I do love to watch a woman walk into a table, so I'm not mad at that statement. But what I do have an issue with is you don't have to be 15, 20 minutes late to do that. You could be a couple minutes late because I'm punctual. So if dinner's at 7, I'm gonna be there at 6:55. And I'm pretty sure since that man sent you that message, he's probably punctual as well. So with me, you can get there on time and I'll be there waiting for you. But you don't have to be 15, 20 minutes late. Nobody wants to sit there and wonder if you're coming or not. What kind of logic is that? You do that once, maybe twice with me, and you're gonna be wondering if I'm coming because that's a problem for me. I don't like a woman who's late. I understand here and there, but when it's an every time thing, I don't like that. But what I really like is this man addressed it. He told her what he had an issue with. He didn't ghost her or anything. He told her, this is an issue, I would hope you resolve it. She then told the man she's gonna fix it, but then came online and told the world that she's gonna make it worse just because he brought it up to her. So you really don't want a man to address stuff with you, is what it sounds like to me. All I am saying is if you're a beautiful woman, you don't have to play these type of games to get my attention. You can get up and go to the bathroom. You can get up and go to the bar. There's so many ways you can show me what you're working with. You don't have to be 15, 20 minutes late to do that. So miss me with those excuses, all right? Now, she did say she wants this guy to see what she is working with. So I really hope he watches videos so he can see what she's working with mentally as well. Because to me, this man sounds mature, so I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna go over well with him, but who knows?
To me, this man sounds like a beta.
Beta!
Because I guarantee y'all this is not the first time she's doing something out of pocket. It's not a one thing. If she's gonna think in her mind, I'm gonna reach 15 minutes late, when she said it's not an extreme late, 15 minutes late is an extreme late. Be 15 minutes late for your flight and see if you get on. She's talking about it's not an extreme late. Anyways, I can guarantee y'all this is not the first time she's doing something this out of pocket. Somebody who is as narcissistic as her, who think that I don't have to respect anybody's time just so he can watch me walk in, is somebody who does a lot of things out of pocket. And what this tell me that he has been tolerating her narcissistic behavior. He has been tolerating her either out of fear of losing her or not being content to being single or whatever it is. This is not the first time she's doing something this out of pocket, and this is why I say beta. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section, because excuse me now. And then for her to be like, I'm gonna be even later just to show, these narcissists attract a specific kind of guy. And if she's so narcissistic in the whole showing up late, I'm telling you, this is not the only thing she is doing that shows her narcissistic traits. I can put my next paycheck on it, man. Nah, Christ, this is not the first thing she's doing to show how narcissistic she is, and he's putting up with it. He's putting up with it thinking that, I can change her. Maybe if I communicate to her, maybe if I tell her, no, you need to have some deal breakers, some boundaries. The fact that she's not respecting your time means that she's not going to respect you. I've said this in previous videos.
Red flag, when you a red flag, when you don't see.
So if a girl's a 10, right? But, she mad, like, she texts your phone when you're with your boys, like, location on. You can't go 10 minutes without texting her. How'd that feel?
Oh, I wouldn't date her.
You wouldn't date?
Personally, I don't believe in changing anyone. So I would just find someone that's the way that I like them. I would never change them. Exactly. So I would personally never tell you not to wear that. Exactly. I just wouldn't date you if I'm not into that.
So you the 10.
Yeah.
Never fall in love with somebody's potential of how you think that they're gonna be. Fall in love with who they are as a person now.
Okay, I want to school y'all when it comes to men because I learned these two things about men and it was life-changing for me. One, I was talking to my friend and she said, you are his first child. Now that resonated with me and that stuck with me. I am my husband's trial baby. Hear me out, okay? Emasculation is being his mother, trying to correct him, trying to tell him who to be, where to go, always trying to take care of things for him and not allowing him to be able to take care of it himself. Because when you are putting your hands on something and saying, I got it, I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna go out of my way to figure this out, you're basically saying and communicating to your man that he's not bright enough or not capable enough to figure this out on his own, that he is not capable of resolving this problem. It has to be on you. And this is subtle forms of emasculation to a man. What really flipped it for me was, okay, I'm his trial baby. I'm his first child. I'm like his firstborn. So when I need something, I ask him to fix it. Or when I'm holding him accountable, my holding him accountable is not telling him what to do or what to be. It's saying, I don't feel safe and I need help. That's what a child would do. It says, hey, Dad, I don't feel safe here. I don't feel good here. I need security. I need reassurance. I need help with this problem, with this issue. And then allowing them to come and resolve it and trusting that they will. Now, a lot of women don't like to hear that. Like, that dynamic sounds weird. But I want to say this and make this very clear. If he's your leader, if he's your shepherd, he, in a way, will carry the traits and qualities and responsibility of a parent over you, because he is supposed to provide and take care of you and cover you. Just like your dad walks you down the aisle to hand you over to the husband and say, it's your job now to take care of this woman, he has the responsibilities that your father did too. And that bleeds into number 2. Men like to be used and feel purposeful. Not being used in the malicious way, but being used as, hey, I need you. And when they feel needed and purposeful and used properly, like their skills, their wisdom, all of that stuff can be of use and not just thrown away and hid in a box and not needed here. When it actually is like, hey, take that stuff out of the box, out of the mental box. I need it. I need you to use that here. I need you to use it for me. I need you to use it to pour into this. That man feels like a man. He's gonna go where and be where he feels used, he feels purposeful, he feels wanted, and he feels needed. The children and the mom, they count on him. They need him to provide. They count on him and need him to coach them, to show up for practice, to make time for their games, to train them, to help in training them, to help him with homework. When he's needed and useful and purposeful and he feels that, and you as his woman are not just coming in and saying, oh, I got this, I'm going to take care of this, you don't know how to do this, I can do it better. It's a huge form of emasculation, and you're going to drive like a deep wedge between you guys, where you're pushing him to either one, want to feel purposeful and useful somewhere else, so he might become a workaholic, or you just have a very passive man who's not present because you don't allow him to be in the presence of the relationship. You're not saying your presence is needed and wanted and valued here. So those are 2 things I really learned about men. And once I realized that I'm my husband's baby and trial child, you got to think that man has to carry all of y'all, me and his son and his daughter, and if we have more, he has to be able to carry all of us. He has to be able to take care of all of us on his shoulders. That's a lot. So you work as his woman, his wife, as the one who is asking for things, is needing help, is saying, take care of me, honey, I need money, I need lunch. I need school lunch.
I want to say that, but I had to come to because I used to have a real bad mouth. Like, you do something to piss me off, I probably couldn't fight you with my hands, but I could fight you with my mouth. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if my spouse did something to piss me off, I would verbally get back in. You get what I'm saying? And I had to see that broke him down in ways. You get what I'm saying? I broke him down as a man, and that's where I went wrong. Versus, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have left. When I was at my breaking point, I probably should have left, versus breaking him down as a man and expect how can you break somebody down as a man and expect anything to get better?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I was hurt.
Exactly.
I wanted to hurt him.
Exactly. And now we both just hurt.
We both
hurt. And that ain't good for nobody.
Cool. And I had to get to a place where I'm like, dang, yeah, he hurt me, but he still didn't deserve how I talked to him.
Yeah.
So that's why I say you have to go through things. You have to grow through things.
Yeah.
You have to learn.
The most beautiful women get the most hate from the majority of other women. And if you're a man that wants to date beautiful women, you need to know that for these reasons.
I'd say over the past year or 2, pretty gorgeous women have been getting on here and been saying it's hard to make friends because girls become jealous, become envious because they want the things that I have. Y'all gaslit the out them saying nobody's jealous of y'all. Everybody can't be jealous. Nobody cares. Da 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 da. But now that a girl gets on here and admits, I was jealous of my friend. Now everybody in the comments, oh, we all been jealous before. Y'all are so irritated.
Certain women have always spoken up about the envy, jealousy, hatred, and hostility they get from other women. And the way I see it, there are 3 valuable things that men can learn from this. The third one is not only the most important one, but the one that you can make the most significant impact in your dating life with if you begin to apply it right now. Number 1, women hate each other. Make no mistake about it. Do not be fooled by the front they try to put up of being a unified, universal gang. They're not. In fact, the closer they appear to be with each other, the more vitriol they have for each other, more likely. Mothers hate their daughters, sisters have rivalry, best friends do each other their dirtiest. The only reason they appear to be cordial with each other is because they don't want to get ousted from the group. Which brings me to the second thing. Women are far more susceptible to herd mentality and groupthink than men are. Ironically, it goes back to the hatred they have for each other and their need to outcompete the next girl. They may not like each other, but they need each other to feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. So it's this weird balance of needing each other but wanting to outdo each other at the same time. Which gives even more credence to the few women that have been brave enough to come out and talk about their experience with jealous women. And it's not a surprise that these women that are getting hated on are always in the same kind of positions and look the same kind of way. Which brings me to the third and most important thing. The most beautiful women are always singled out by other women and are the targets of hostility and aggressiveness. No one, and I mean no one, hates a bad like a regular. First of all, beautiful women are few and far between, so they don't have the numbers on their side. Couple that with the herd mentality to amplify the hostility, and you can see very clearly that beautiful women have a unique experience. I've always said, beautiful women are leading entirely different lives and experiences than every other woman out there. And like clockwork, whenever I say that, people always think that I'm idolizing beautiful women, or I'm pedestalizing them, or I'm being a simp. But the truth is, anyone with actual experience with beautiful women knows that what I'm saying is true. They have unique problems, unique perspectives, and as a result, unique dating strategies. What beautiful women select for in dating are literally night and day from what every other kind of woman out there chooses. Which means, as a man who wants to date beautiful women, as a man who wants to be around beautiful women, you must have a different set of rules you abide by. You cannot use the same tactics, strategy, approach with low self-esteem Betty as you do with high self-esteem Becky. They do not want the same things, they do not like the same things, they do not respond to the same things. And that very philosophy is what I built The Interview on. The Interview is a language model-based training program for attracting specifically attractive women. It is designed to speak to their experiences, adjust to their expectations, and present them the value they're actually looking for in the dating market. And for a limited time, I'm granting you access to this amazing training program for free. You can now join thousands of men all around the world who have put The Interview to great use. Just go to my page to learn more. The first 200 signups also get some amazing bonuses with it. The gap between you and the guy who gets beautiful women consistently isn't looks, money, or status. It's the ability to speak directly to beautiful women in a language that they can actually understand. It's me, Jason, a scientist. With all this information, what must be done?
Girl, do you know how much you have mentally and emotionally, psychologically with this man? Because at the beginning, you were his safe space. He felt comfortable with you. He wanted to be around you. He wanted to open up to you. He shared secrets with you. And what did you do? You used it against him. You used it as an arsenal of detriment and explosion and chaos towards him. You used the very thing that he was vulnerable with you with. He opened up to you about things, and you sat up there and used it against him. And now you expect him to feel safe around you when now you have flipped it and you have verbally him and you have told his secrets to other people. You are no longer a safe space. You are a space of detriment and turmoil to him. And the reason why this is because you have fluctuated to be something else. You have turned your back on him. You have done the lowest of the low to him. Where he used to see you as a safe space, now that is no longer. And it's because of the actions that you displayed against him. It's because of the things you said to him. It's because of the things you said about him. It's because of the way you talk behind his back. And that connection will never be the same. Learn how to keep things under wraps when it comes to a man sharing information with you. Have a good day.
And you always hear about modern women talking about dating down. There's no good men to date. There are. It's just you don't feel like because he's making 80K and you're making like 100K, he's worthy to date. Oh, I'm 5'8", he's 5'9", that's too short. Or I'm 5'8", he's 5'7". I'm 5'8", and he's 5'8". I can't handle a man like that. Why not? Be arguing about the stupidest stuff.